Is it hard to get a pre-approval from a lender? Is it hard to get pre-approved? Well, stay tuned to the end because that's the topic of today's video. My name is Stephanie Weeks, and if it's your first time to the channel, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified every time I drop new videos on anything and everything mortgage education. The Weeks team would love to help you with your mortgage financing in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. We want to be your loan officer. I've been a loan officer for 18 years, and I actually wrote the international bestseller Mortgage Piece, where I talk about mortgages and kind of unveil the curtain of the Wizard of Oz to tell you, why do you need these things? What the heck sense does this make? And kind of explain everything, lifting the veil. Check it out. I'll drop a link below. You can grab it on Amazon or Audible. Is it hard to get pre-approved? Okay, my short answer is no, but of course I'm going to explain and elaborate on that. Now, as time goes on, the numbers change. Right now, it looks like the average consumer credit score is around a 700. For many years, I've always learned that to be a 680 as an average, okay? So if you're below average and you can still get a loan, to me, that means it's not that hard to get pre-approved. I mean, some loans they say can go to a 580, but it's really difficult. For the most part, if you have a 620, it's a lot less difficult. So let's just use 620 in this example. You can be 60 to 80 points below the average credit score, not the good credit score, but the average credit score, and still pass the first step to potentially get pre-approved. It's one of the reasons why I think it's not hard. The next reason is, are you responsible? Meaning, do you pay rent and do you pay it on time? Because if you pay your rent on time, then that's another way to get an easy pre-approval. Now, if you pay your rent late, it's not going to be easy for you. Why would the lender want to give you money when you can't pay your rent on time? Why would you pay your mortgage on time? So you want to make sure to get on time and stay on time with that rent if you're late on the rent. The other thing is, sometimes, and with some programs, you don't have to be on your job for 2 years. Listen, it's great if you are, but you don't always have to be. And so that shows lack of stability if you haven't been on a job for over 2 years. And guess what? That's still possible for you to get a pre-approval. Another reason why I say it is not hard to get a pre-approval. Do you have some money saved? And I don't mean 20% down payment. I don't. Some cases, you don't need any down payment. But you want to have money saved for closing costs or prepaid items. And that amount of money ranges drastically depending upon your area and the lender that you choose and so many different things. But even then, let's say that you don't have money saved for closing costs and prepaids. Sometimes you can negotiate the seller to pay that for you. And so we have gotten people into houses realistically with around $1,000, maybe $2,000 out of pocket because of how you strategically get the seller to help you with those funds. So what, you don't have to have 20% down, and it's possible that you could have $2 grand in the bank and buy a house? Let's think about that for a second. If you go to rent a place, $1,200 a month, which does that even exist anymore? Well, if you need first and last month's rent and a security deposit, guess what? You just spent more money than you could have possibly spent to buy a house if you're with the right lender and the right real estate agent. So if you can get away with buying a house for like $2 grand out of pocket, I would say it's not hard to get a pre-approval. Feel like this mortgage stuff is just too much and it's too overwhelming and it's too aggravating? Well, don't be discouraged because I actually built a course for that. Doesn't take all that long to do. It's certainly not expensive, and I guide you step by step, literally down to every single step of how to get yourself the best lender, how to get approved, and how to have the best mortgage experience possible. Thanks so much for watching today. Please check out my other videos, and I look to see you in the next one. I am a loan officer in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida, and I would love to be your loan officer. Give the team a call so we can help you with your financing. 985-300-LOAN.